So I'm going to play this little clip, and I want y'all to check this out.
A 15-year-old was shot and killed in Ferguson. The shooting scared neighbors who say the shots were fired in broad daylight. Our Jasmine Payne spoke to one of those neighbors. She joins us here in the studio with more. Jasmine.
Morgan, the shooting happened around noon Friday when they heard gunfire, neighbors say, outside of their homes. The shooting killing one teen days before Christmas. Police cars surround the area where one teen was killed and another seriously injured in a shooting.
I don't feel safe like that.
A gunman fired the shots outside of the Canfield Green Apartments Friday around noon.
They said Canfield Green Apartments, same apartments that Mike Brown was killed in by a police officer years ago. And you do remember what followed behind Mike Brown being gunned down. Where's the protest when two young boys get gunned down in broad daylight outside of their home? Where's the protest now when it's not a police officer doing it? We don't know who did it, but 9 times out of 10, it was some other young black males.
I don't feel safe like that.
A gunman fired the shots outside of the Canfield Green Apartments Friday around noon.
What if I was getting ready to walk, when I was walking to work and that happened, something could have happened to me and I got kids, so that frightened me a little bit.
Officers say the teens were found in a parked car along Canfield Drive in Ferguson. They were both taken to the hospital where the 15-year-old victim died and the 16-year-old remains critical.
That's crazy right before Christmas, like, especially a 15-year-old, like, what if they parents, I know they parents upset about that, like.
She said she knows that their little boy's parents are upset about that. They upset. Then I'm going to go back to the thing she said before that, which was, I was scared a little bit. Scared a little bit. That's what I'm saying. This thing is becoming our new normal. We can't settle for that. That's becoming our new normal to where it just scares us a little bit. And some parents are just upset that their child just died. We believe that they are just upset instead of their whole world being crushed.
I know they parents upset about that, like, because they probably like, now they can't spend time with their kid on Christmas. Like,
a woman who asked us not to show her face says her mom heard those deadly shots.
It's a lot going on. It's just not the only area that is bad. It's bad everywhere. So she was just like, I need to be safe.
The 15-year-old is the 10th child fatally shot in St. Louis County so far this year. Their deaths reminding this mother to hold her kids just a little bit tighter.
Tell my 6-year-old, like, I don't want you out there, like, doing that. Like, you need to be safe. I want you to go to school, finish school, go to college.
Right now, the major case squad says they do not have anyone in custody and do not have any suspect information.
Y'all see that? You see that? That's what was going on leading up to Christmas. I say within a week leading up to Christmas. This is the type news that's coming on. I'm pretty sure not just my city, probably your city too. But just think about it. This is the type of things that we are seeing on a regular to the point where it becomes normal to us. Did you hear what the lady said? Did you hear how she was describing that? It's like a bad situation, but it's not that bad because it's becoming the new normal. It's becoming what we used to. That's the crazy part about it. A 15 and a 16-year-old boys, kids, gunned down, broad daylight, in front of their house, sitting outside a car, sitting outside in a car. Could be listening to music, could have been serving, could have been smoking, whatever they was doing. I don't think it was worth them getting gunned down, but who am I to say? I don't know what they was doing prior to that. And that's a whole nother, that brings in where's the father at? Where's the pops at? Where the daddy? Where was somebody to guide them youngsters in a better direction than whatever they was doing that led them into somebody shooting them in broad daylight? 15-year-old dead, 16-year-old critically injured. like 3 days before Christmas. That 15-year-old is gone. They definitely not going to see him again, except for the burying, probably after Christmas. Probably after Christmas. 16-year-old critically injured. We getting used to this type shit, but we want to go damn near ape shit when it's the police that kills one of us, right? But it's no problem for a 15 and a 16-year-old to be gunned down broad daylight in front of their house when it's not the police that did it. We getting used to this shit. That's crazy. Let me go ahead to another clip for y'all. I'm going to show you some shit that just happened today on Christmas. Check it out.
On Christmas told me what he could.
On our arrival, our officers noticed that there was a vehicle that had crashed into some other vehicles, and two African-American males, 18 years old, were inside. One had been shot in a non-life-threatening way, and the other one is in very critical condition.
We losing youngsters at an alarming rate. That's two more youngsters, two more young black males gunned down before the age of 20. What they say, 18?
Very critical condition.
Chief Hayden says the one in critical condition was shot in the head. The other one was shot in the foot. They were taken to an area hospital.
One shot in the head, one shot in the foot. Daylight again. Christmas Day at that. Shooting a chopper at them. You seen it? What they say, all them shell casings. All them damn shell casings on the ground, man.
As you can see here, shell casing markers were everywhere.
Where the outrage? It's just another done. Just another gone.
Very tragic situation.
And Chief Hayden says they are
Tragic.
now busy trying to piece together exactly what happened and determine a motive.
Christmas. And we all good with that. That's terrible. And yeah, what you doing? Well, this what I'm doing. This all I can do and still try to stay alive to raise mine. I can't go out in the mix of the gun battles and shit. All we can really do is raise our youngsters that's up in our households, or if we got kids, make sure you in them kids' life. Make sure that we are in them kids' life, man, because they need us. It's just good to see. Because I know I ain't have a pops, but I had my uncles. And that's probably what led me to wanting to make sure I raised mine, because all my uncles raised their kids. I was blessed to see them raise their kids, man, and be in their life. And I see how they turned out to this day. None of them been to prison. I hustled. I still hustle legally. Like I say, hustle legit. You ain't got to be in them streets to make money. It's a lot of other things to do, man. Life is too short to be bullshitting around. Y'all see the news. That shit is retarded. And there's so many other stories that I ain't even show, of course. But that's just four. That's four under the age of 19. What's that? Two gone. The third one probably didn't make it. Something got to give. Something got to give. That's why I say that gun law in Missouri was a catch-22, because them young boys can go get them. But at 18, you not making sound decisions. You moving off a lot of emotion. You not thinking shit out for real. The average young man don't even really wake up until his late 20s, 30. They not living long enough to figure it out, to figure this game of life out, especially if you're not being trained by some kind of male role model at home. That shit was a setup, man. That shit was for shit like what I just showed y'all to happen on a regular. Happen on a regular, man. They got gunned down in broad daylight. All I can do is lead by example. I ain't that brother sitting on here preaching about doing this and that I'm out in the streets. That ain't me. Lead by example, man. If you cool, you cool. You ain't got to show a motherfucker you cool. If you gangster, you gangster. You ain't got to show your gangster every minute of the day, because even gangsters rest. What we so fucked up about? I know what we so fucked up about, but man, you know what? We gotta make lemonade out of motherfucking lemons. Count your blessings. Look around and see what. Don't look at what you don't have. Look at what you do have. There's a lot of people that's way worse off, man, that would trade places with you anytime. You know what I mean? So my birthday's in a week. New Year's Eve. New Year kicking in. 2020. As everybody say, let's get that 2020 vision. Let's get that 2020 vision. Live better. School our kids better. Kick the new year in right. You know what I mean? Kick the new year in right. Start planning and plotting what you're going to do in 2020. It's time to get it. It's time to get it. Get what you know what I'm saying? Get what's yours. Go get it. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Be blessed. HB tuning out. That was just my point of view. And by no means am I like a advocate for no law enforcement. But guess what? Somebody got to do the job. I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't. It'd be a lot of police shootings if I was the damn cop. I'm going to tell the truth. Because if a person moves wrong, I'm gunning. I'll be damned you finna shoot me before I make it home. Not today.